Hey guys, how's it going? It's the middle of winter. It's the 2nd of August. Was it the middle of winter? Anyway, it was 4 degrees this morning, so it's kind of cold, but it's opened up to a beautiful day, and I'm out here in the garden about to plant a whole lot of something that's going to make summer just amazing. Here's a hint. Hi dog. So I got 50 of the Venata. I gotta have a look. I got 50 of the Ventana plants for, it was like $94, and then I got some stock so I could get free postage, and I kind of like the smell of stock, so I'm going to plant that as well, just in pots, but 50, and I'm going to put it in a raised bed. So I'm going to have a full raised bed full of strawberries. I really love coming down to the garden and getting a mouthful of sun-warm strawberries rather than going to the fridge and getting ones that you got from the supermarket that, I don't know, they always kind of end up being a little bit disappointing on the flavour front. So I'm going to fill up this bed with strawberries, all that to say. Okay, first things is I probably need to put all the soil in, so now I need to take everything that I put in here out. Oh, the box is a bit soggy. I'll keep you guys up here. Now we'll just cut these open. Just got garden mix and compost because that's what I have around. I couldn't be bothered going out and getting anything today. I'll use what I've got. It's a bit wet, doesn't matter. Put that there, and we will definitely have volunteer chilies from this bed. We do every year. Now, more sound effects. Again, really wet. Put that over. That's the other end. Push it down. All right, we're back with the fork and a weed for when I was digging potatoes. Let's take you out. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a turn over. Oh, plant tags. And now for this, it says to dig in sheep pellets, compost. I can do compost, but I can't do sheep pellets because the dog eats them. And then I'm going to add in, when planting, apply 300 grams, approximately 1 cup per square metre of garden. So it's going to be about a cup per half of this bed. Oh my God, I've completely massacred. This should have bought some scissors. Did I use my teeth? Yes, I did. That's okay. Dio, go away, don't eat it. Now let's just give it a mix through with my hands. Oh, worms, yay! I'm always so happy when I see them in the garden. All right, I can kind of see you. So this is what they come like. They are wrapped, the newspaper is damp. I've had them outside so it stays wet when it rains. And let's open them up. Alrighty. So this is what a bare root strawberry looks like. It is basically a strawberry. This is the crown. These are the roots. This is the foliage. When we bury it, we want to bury it so the crown is above the dirt. Dio is eating the fertilizer. Dio! It's going to make you make my lawn messy with your butt. Anyway, 50 of these. We're going to put them in this bed. Dio, go away. So this bed is, from square foot gardening perspective, I think there's like 18 squares in here, and I'm going to plant them slightly closer because I have limited space. So now I'm going to space them all out. So I need to open them all up and kind of just lay them out and hope the dog doesn't steal any, because as she's wont to do sometimes, just gently separate them. They're pretty forgiving, strawberry plants. They've travelled really well actually. If I get them in now, they will have plenty of time to get themselves ready to give me yummy strawberries. That's the stock. I'm going to put that in little punnets and grow it on a little bit because I'm not quite ready to put it in my garden yet. Thomas spent today out where I was digging the potatoes, and he's making a step down there so that it's easy for me not to fall down to the next layer of the garden, because at the moment it's quite like tilted. And yeah, so that's what he's done for me today, and that means that eventually I'll be able to fill that in and make it so it's a little bit easier to walk on. Like I said, not slanted. Then I'll be able to put a front board on and have like a little retaining wall for that part of the garden. And then hopefully before spring, that'll be our in-ground garden bed. So these are so cool. Some of them are very small, but I'm sure from the smallest thing will come some yummy fruit. Okay, maybe I will, before I unpack the other ones, maybe I will just go through here. So 1, 2, maybe, can I do 4? Okay, hang on. I'll kind of put the ones that are on the end so that they grow over the side. That way they grow out a little bit more than sprawling through the garden. At this point you might be thinking she ordered too many, and I'm thinking that too. So we shall see, we shall see. Okay, so I got 48 plants in here and I've got to pop them all in, and I've got about 6 left, so I got extras. So what's important around planting strawberries that I know, it is keeping the crown, which is this part here where you can see the new growth coming out of. That part there is the crown, keeping that just above the ground. You don't want to bury it basically, it's kind of like a rose. And then putting them in, making sure their roots are nice and settled, and then we'll water them in. And then you can see how piddly the little strawberry plants look. And I'm going to have to find somewhere for the other ones because I've still got some big ones that I bought like 4 from the garden centre that had lots of runners. So I might need to find some barrels or something to put those in, because I mean, really, can you have enough strawberry plants? Not for me. I mean, I can have too many to take care of, but that's a different problem altogether. Hopefully I'll solve that with irrigation when I can make a weekend for Tom and I to do that. So this is what the garden looks like at the moment. Okay, here's my shadow, hi. And this is what we're looking like. I need to go and pop them all in and then give them a water. Okay, keeping its crown above the, planting it in like a little bit of a mound, keep its crown up, and go baby grow. Now I've got to go do the rest of them. Let's finish these ones off. So I'll keep coming out and checking them and just make sure I don't have to knock any of the soil off from around the crown if I've done a bodge job in planting. Yell me out in the comments if you think I've missed some. There should be 5 in each row. Relatively the same space between them all. And now I have to go put the dog away so I can water. Otherwise she is going to have a bark fest. All right, here is the strawberry bread. Bread. Here is the strawberry bed. Here is the strawberry bed. 48 straws. Entirely too many in there. Possibly it'll just mean that maybe we don't get as many strawberries. But you know what, live and learn, right? I'll give it the best opportunity, keep it fed, mulch it, water it, and hopefully I'll have some that are coming soon. I'll pop you over and I'll show you the runners that I did with the ones that I bought from the garden centre. I bought them, oh gosh, about, I don't know, they were in really early, maybe 8 weeks ago. And maybe even earlier, goodness. I popped them in my little seed raising house that Tom made me. So here they are here. And what I did, these are the mother plants at the back here. And I just moved these runners around and I put them in to a pot. So now I have, gosh, probably another 11, I think, 12. And they're already starting to flower. So I think I'm going to have to find maybe like a half barrel or something to put these ones in, because I can't waste them. And strawberries are amazing. And these ones are Monterey, so then I can kind of maybe do an experiment, between which ones taste better. Do you think I'll be able to tell? I don't think so, but I'm willing to give it a go. Such a sacrifice. Oh, I could put them in my upright planter actually. That's like I've got a wooden one that needs some refreshing every year, so maybe I'll do that. But anyway, that's me in my strawberry garden for this 2006 spring and summer. The experiment of a full bed full of strawberries, because I think I've been guilty of growing things that I think people want to look at, things that I think will be fun to grow, but they're not eating them, so it's kind of like a waste of space. So this year I'm really focusing on growing things so I can eat fresh fruit, vegetables, and things I can put in storage as well. So I'm working on a little something in the background to help me do that planning, and then when it's ready I'll pop it up and we'll have a chat about it, so maybe you can have a go and see what you think of it as well. But anyway, that's for a rainy day. So in the meantime, I'm going to go clean up my mess, water my plants in, pot up my stock, and water these things inside the seed raising house, because they also look a little bit dry. I hope you're having a great start to your gardening season. Is it a start? Of course it is. We're planting stuff. Anyway, strawberries, plant them if you can. Look for, if maybe funds don't allow, see if you've got some friends who have strawberry plants. You can break an established strawberry plant up and just gently separate the crowns, because those plants will grow, they will develop more crowns, and you can separate them out, and one plant might give you 5 extra ones. That is the other option if you don't have runners available at the moment. So divide, share the love, because the world needs more strawberries. Hope you're doing well, guys. Bye.